Hello and welcome to IST 538 Fundamentals of XML. This is an overview of the syllabus. My name is Mark Wolf and I'm going to walk you through the basics of the syllabus and talk about the course site as it is here. The course site is, as you can see up here, a site that's hosted on the university servers. How I teach this course is that we have the course site here. And then we'll have a Blackboard course site as well that we'll be using. The course site that I've created here will be where all of the content for the course will be delivered. So any videos that are posted, as the one you're watching here, homework assignments, presentations, code snippets, exercises, anything like that will be linked off or delivered through the course site. Discussions, as we'll talk about in a moment, and the group interaction tool, that will all be done through Blackboard as well as the tests. So any kind of course content delivered to you will be coming through the course site, just so you're aware of that. My instructor information here, I have a login schedule. This is not set in stone yet, but basically what the login schedule is a time that you know that I will check the discussion tools, the group tools, and email, I guess for that matter, to see if there are any issues going on or things where I want to chime in and answer questions or say good job and that sort of thing. These are the times for that, 8:45 and 5 p.m. and Sundays at 9 p.m. Virtual office hours, if this is the first time you're taking an online course, what this basically is a time that you know that I'll be online, and essentially you'll get something equivalent to face-to-face interaction with me. If you ask a question again with one of the discussion tools or collaboration tools on Blackboard, you'll know that you'll pretty much get a instant response to me. If that answer then elicits another question, you can pretty much know that I'm going to reply back again. So that will be on Mondays noon to 12:30 and Wednesdays 8 to 9. My email is here. My email is listed here mainly for students who have an emergency, some kind of personal related situation that has nothing to do with the course and therefore should not be posted on the discussion tools. So email me if you have an issue that has nothing to do with the course and something you need to talk to me about. That's what my email is there for. The textbook, it's XML Visual Quick Start Guide, second edition. Make sure you get the second edition. The first and second edition have virtually nothing in common with each other, and they're even two different authors. So make sure you get this edition. University Bookstore will stock it. Amazon is another option. I think Mary Jane Books in the past have carried it. Many options there. If you get it used, that's fine as well, just long as it's the second edition. And if you want to use a Kindle reader or an e-reader edition, that's fine. Course description, I'm not going to go through this word for word, but basically you're going to learn about all the fundamentals of XML and its related technologies. Learning outcomes, that basically you're going to be able to demonstrate a foundational understanding of XML, how to style XML documents, and really use it in some sort of real-life context. For grading, what we have here are group exercises and discussions, homeworks, tests, and final projects, and a final project, and I will address that as we go on here. This is a note for everyone in the class that this should go without saying, but you need to have access to a computer and a high-speed internet connection, and you need to have a technology backup plan just in case your first plan fails. So for example, you're going to need a computer, a PC, / Windows box, Windows 7 hopefully, to run the software that we're going to use. If you do not have access to one, then you need to consider how you're going to get to the university to use one of the university computers, or somewhere else, someone else, whatever, but you need to have a computer and a backup plan, because once the course starts, I can't really stop the course because you don't have a computer to use. So anyways, common sense there. We will be using Notepad++ and BaseX. Notepad++ we'll use throughout the course, and it's really the first piece of software that, again, if you're not using university computers, you're going to need to install that on your Windows 7 box, and I will post a video on how to do that. It's pretty straightforward. But basically, it really is a great piece of software that's free, and it will really enhance how we create XML documents and edit them, and it'll make your life a lot easier. For those of you who decide to use Macintosh computers, you can do that. I've had students in the past use a Mac computer all the way through, and they did fine. JEdit is the software that I recommend. I can help you. I can post information if you need information on how to install that. Just contact me. Again, you can basically do it under the Ask a Question on the Blackboard site, and I will reply to you or whoever has that request. But the main thing to know is that all the examples that I do for this the class will be done using Notepad++. So if you're looking for sort of a seamless experience, that's what you're going to get. It's going to have a Windows basically approach. So again, you can use Mac, but Windows is how the course is taught. Textbook readings present all the technical aspects of XML. So the assumption is that when you come to class, when you watch the videos, that you have already completed the assigned readings. The same goes for a presentation or an exercise, or definitely with homeworks and obviously the test, that you've done all the assigned readings. The readings in general are relatively brief, but they're dense, and they may require multiple readings to really make sense of it. The author has posted all the code snippets and examples, so you can go here and download them. They're zip files, and basically you just download them to your PC and unzip them, and you can start using them. You can get them chapter by chapter, or you can get the entire book, all the examples that is, downloaded in one zip file. So that's where this is, and it's linked off the site right here. The weekly modules, just to be clear, the first quote-unquote day of the class starts on Saturday, August 29th. So right here, first day of class. If you're watching the video, you've probably already understood that, but because this is an online class, the courses that are totally online are released early, so you're getting this course information as early as August 12th. But just so you know, the class does not officially start till August 29th, and that's where we'll be starting, even though I've already released a lot of this course content to you. But just as you know, as we go down, you'll see the readings, but you will not see like sample files, for example, group exercises, the homework. You'll see a hyperlink here, but it won't be posted yet. Just so you know, all that typically is released on Saturdays, 11:59 p.m., and this is where we'll be starting, is August 29th. Each assignment typically will always be due on a Saturday at 11:59 p.m. The date I will tell you for each assignment when I release them. As I mentioned before, we'll be using Blackboard mainly as a communication tool. So for announcements, something comes up like a change an assignment or change something in the syllabus or whatever, that will be done through an announcements tool. And then all the class discussion will be done via Blackboard. We have a discussion forum and we have groups. Both are communication tools. Here you can see discussion forum. I will pretty much create a forum for each homework. You can see some of these I haven't released yet. You're looking at the instructor side of it. But you'll have a homework 1, for example. There'll be a link to the assignment, again, back to the course tool, back to the course site that is posted on the university Unix server. And then within each one of these, here you can post questions and answers. So I have a few sample ones. Which tool did you use to validate? Sort of a dummy question here. And then I replied to myself here. I use this tool and I linked to it. That's the sort of thing that I'm looking for questions that you post and reply there. We'll have an announcements tool there. I will make announcements. There's no announcements now. We have a syllabus tool. Again, really the syllabus link off here is really just to link you back to the course site. So nothing big there. And then we have the groups tool. This is where you will need to enroll. I think we're going to have upwards of 20 to 24 people in the class. And I think I've limited them to 5 people in a group, roughly. There'll be a limit, so once you enroll, and I'll go over this a little later on, but once you enroll in that, you can't go past 5. You'll just have to go to another one to enroll. And I'll talk about groups a little bit more in a minute here. So let's get back to the syllabus. So the discussion forum